Ah, me hotties, Dinky-Doo. It's just me, Scottie McClue. Quick pop up after the phone in, pre-phone in, just to say hi to all of you and say that you are well. I really was quite devastated because I had to go and it left so many of you watching TikTok. But if you go over the hour on TikTok, it makes it difficult to download and upload the first bits for you. So there you go. So that's the thinking behind that, I can tell you. And there's Callum joining us. Dinky-Doo, Callum. Lovely to have you with us. And welcome, welcome, welcome to our Friday night. Yo, so Scotty, good evening. Stanzy Bar, how lovely to have you with us. And welcome, welcome, I say. That's what it's all about. Dinky-Doo. Do come and join us as soon as you possibly can. We're live on TikTok and we've just popped up on YouTube as well to say hi to all the beautiful YouTubers out there. Do come and subscribe and tap the bell and join us. Thank you for 10 beautiful red roses, Stanzy Bar. You're very, very, very kind. There we are. The TikTok people have been so generous to Scottie McClue, all the little TikToks and cups of tea, sun cream. What else do we have? Golden shower, diamonds. Somebody sent me a diamond king. It was Maria, I think, sent a diamond king. Absolutely lovely. Yo, say a very, very good evening to all of you guys. Who's coming on here? TikTok for kids. No, TikTok for everyone. CR3CD. So there you are. Okay, meet. There we go. Excellent. There's Jim Cook. Lovely to have you with us, Jim. Excellent. Yes, indeed. Follow us as soon as you come on, as soon as you can on the TikTok, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Very, very important. Quite right, Jim. Yes. Second pop-up tonight. Professor Numpty Heat. Aye, Scotty. Numpty Heat, were you trying to get on the phone in tonight? What a carry-on we had getting that sorted, I say to you. There we are on the old phone in. I'm just wondering if this needs a very slight adjustment. Is that any good? Or does that leave you too little, I say? There we go. Fantastic. I'll see if I don't get banned again. No, you shouldn't get banned, Jim, unless you said something ridiculous. So there we are. We don't, Stanzy Bar. You know, we don't discuss anything about that at all. We leave that to the mainstream media. Follow us as soon as you can, guys. Dinky-Doo, John, thank you for following. Hi, Scotty, love the content. Dinky-Doo, Ewan, it's your kind of thing. I just know it because you are a clever man. There we go. No, you shouldn't get banned again. Why focus on against? What are you talking about, CR33? You're talking complete and utter bunkum. Everybody is on here. So there we go. Sorry, I didn't realize. Shocking, though. Oh, I know, absolutely. Did you know Harry Seacombe? A lot of my friends knew Harry very well. And somebody said I was actually a dead ringer for Harry. So there you go. That's what it's all about. What's your favourite whiskey? Well, I don't have one because I don't drink. Definitely change required. Oh, absolutely, sir. Dinky-Doo, I say, from the Rangers. Thank you very much. Did you see Walter Smith's service today? Oh, that's absolutely lovely there. So there we are. So CR33, I just don't know what you're on about at all. What are you talking about? Good one, Jim. Harry Seacombe's behind you. That's right, of course he is. There we are. Wonderful, wonderful singer. I did love his voice, especially when he was singing Cum Ronda. So there we go. Now then, we've got lots of interesting things. Charlie's on. Dinky-Doo, Charlie. Nice to have you with us and welcome. I say, good stuff. Guys, remember, if anybody's thinking and trolling, don't, because you'll go straight down the Swanee. So there we go. Fantastic. Dinky-Doo, Ewan. I remember your view. I was creasing back in the 90s. Yes, indeed, Harrison. There we are. I might be moving. Who's soon, Scotty? Excellent, Numpty Hood. Are you thinking about moving Numpty Head? I should say, are you thinking about moving out to the coast again? There we go. Now, CR33, I think we'll just dump you because you're becoming a nuisance. You're saying nothing of any interest, and we're getting a bit fed up with it. So there we go. Right, she's gone. And let's see about this. Hang on. There we go. Excellent stuff. Right, that's that gone. Getting a bit fed up with all that kind of nonsense, guys. I do apologize for the idiots that come on. Thank you for sending me mini speakers, Disco Pete. You're very, very generous. Will you ever shave the beard? I was thinking of trimming it tonight. Do you think you could do with a trim? Shall we trim it live on YouTube? There we are. Hello, old boy. Hello, Dinky-Doo. Lovely to have you with us. Fantastic. How are you getting on? Hello, legend. Hello, folks. What's the old moonshine like in Scotland? Oh, blow your head off, I say. Aye, aye, Scotty. Keep the beard, Sir Scotty. Thank you. Somebody said it makes you look younger if you take it off. Why do I need to look younger? Is that you behind? Yes, that's me behind. Absolutely. That's what I look like without a beard. Fantastic. Right, I'll just take a few of these away as well. There we go. And take that away. Lovely. What else have we got here? Good, guys. I'm just removing a lot of rubbish that somebody had put on earlier, so we just got rid of that. Did you get a degree? Yes, I did. You're looking well, Scotty. OMG, it's Scotty McClue. X Mark. How lovely to have you with us, and a big Dinky-Doo. Guys, I had to come on to TikTok because we were on TikTok live during the phone-in. And we had to go because the hour was up. And if you're on TikTok over an hour, you can't actually download it in the same way. So they are, it won't download. Do you still wear specs, Scotty? Yes, I have them here. There we are. I had them on earlier tonight, but it's just for reading certain parts of that. Thank you for following. Used to listen to you at night years ago. Dinky-Doo. Thank you, John. Do you have a window open? Why? Do you fly in and out? Hello from Hamilton, South Lanarkshire, my dear. Hope you're well. We love Hamilton in South Lanarkshire. I used to do your radio station. Did you have a radio show? Yes, several. Thank you for sharing the live video. So there we go. Dinky-Doo. Now then, thoughts on life, Scotty? Life's so beautiful. Manu will send you down the Swanee for being an idiot. You were told not to troll, and you trolled. So we'll just chase you. There we are. So Manu Devils has gone for trolling. There we are. Ah, yes, good. Thank you very much. I think this is what trolls do. They come on and they say the same line on everybody's live. Well, they don't do it on Scotty McClue. Yes, good. Thank you. Absolutely. Fantastic stuff. Now, good results from you on the chat here. Top chat, guys. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now, what do we got here? Barnsley. How many bonnets do you have, and what's your favourite, says Jim. So many, Jim. You'd be amazed. You're looking good, Scotty. I thank you, Ewan. Celtic or Rangers, Scotty. Charlie, the best advice I can give you is to go and watch them both and then make your mind up. That's what I would do. They're both excellent teams. Got your big paddle out tonight, oh chap 55. Mikey Dinky-Doo, how are you? Asks Scotty McClue. You need a moderator. Well, Cara, we don't really actually because although we get the odd troll, they go down the Swanee so quickly. Only an idiot would even attempt to troll McClue. What's the picture behind you? Which one? There's several. Get a dram, don't you? No, Robert, we don't drink. Do you like the name John, Scotty? I think it suits you, John. Yes. There we are. Fantastic. Now, what have you got here? Ruben Dinky-Doo. Are you saying anything of any sense? I don't think so, no. So we'll, yes, we'll pop that away as well. Nothing says. In fact, you've spammed. That's a huge cardinal sin of Scotty McClue to ever spam. What's on tonight's agenda? The phone-in was outstanding tonight. 9 o'clock till 10 is the internet phone-in. Guys, can I suggest if you're watching on TikTok right now, first step, follow Scottie McClue. Do it now. Follow. Go to the top left and click follow. You'll see the plus sign. Then go to my TikTok bio, go to the YouTube link, click on that and subscribe. And then we're building up the phone end. Scottie, what was the Labrador's name? We had two. We had Lord Reith, called after the chap that started the BBC 100 years ago next year. And we had, who else did we have? I'm trying to think. Lord Clyde, the second one. Sorry, I'm not trying to think about the dogs' names. I'm trying to think about what these idiots are up to. There we are. They obviously are wee trolls. So we'll just do that. Fantastic. Lovely. And get rid of that. Fantastic. I'm just getting rid of one or two idiots, guys. You always get this on the YouTube. People that think they're smarter than you. Newsflash. Wonderful. Right, he's gone as well. Fantastic. Good. There'll no doubt be more. There we go. Fantastic. We love it. We love it. We love it. We'll just keep at this, guys. If you want to play this silly game, we'll just keep at this, guys. It's great fun. We enjoy it, I say. What have I got here? There we are. And here's the next one coming up. We love all this. So obviously a wee bot. We're obviously in with a wee bot here. Isn't that beautiful? We love it. Great fun. I like the games. I'm from Glasgow, Scottie. Dinky-Doo. Lovely to have you with us, Scottie. We idiot trolls. Oh, you'll always get that, though. In fact, the bigger you are, it's a bit of a compliment because the bigger you are, the more people will attempt to troll. And you have to just keep sorting them out. It's just one of these things. So I'll go back onto that. There we are. Fantastic. Who have we got now? What's he calling himself? Oh, isn't that brilliant? We do like it. Sorry, guys. I'll not waste much longer in this guy. We're just having a bit of fun with them on the old YouTube. There we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now then, who have we got here? I'm from Glasgow, Scottie. X-Mark, wonderful. Scottie, do you mind the old Scott FM days? We loved them. They were amazing. Good evening, good sir. Good evening to all of you. And a very warm welcome on TikTok and YouTube. You beautiful Hibernian man. Thank you, Magnus. You're very kind. Much love and respect to your Scotland. Thank you very much. Scottie, did you ever work on the old steamboats? I worked on, they were diesels. I worked on the boats from the age of 12, but I went on the old steamboats, and I come from a family with 4 deep sea captains and a chief engineer. What about that? It's very easy. It's very easy, guys. It's just no problem at all. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And we love it. Thank you very much. Now then, I love your accent, even though I'm from Scotland. What's your impression, Scottie? I don't know what you're talking about there, actually. Scottie, how are you keeping? We're fine, Chrissy. Lovely to have you with us. And a big Dinky-Doo. Jim says the Scott FM promo video is really cool. Very Alan Buffridge. I thank you. Yes, indeed. There we are. I think Alan's style, is rather good. Ah, really, my friend's dad was a minister from Dumbarton. There we are. Now, don't name him, but you could tell me a tiny bit about what era, and I'll tell you if I knew him. A profession with a degree. Oh, profession. Sorry. Yes, actor, writer, broadcaster, dramatist, all that sort of stuff. Here we go. Here's wee gay back. We love it. We love it. Gay as in Ghey. Isn't that beautiful? Lovely. Right, that's that one. We need a newsreader who speaks Doric. Yes, so how could we start the Doric news? Iman, there are good Kenny in a boots, I reckon we'll start the news. No, Ian or Twalloons in a couple of crannies has got themselves in a bit of bother. People are not that happy about it. So we'll be seeing what's happening when it comes to court. Now, in other news in echt, a farmer has been saying that mostly as far as is straight and narrow, but sometimes it's a bit difficult when you're ganging in rotation. The farmers will be understanding, and we can find what's going on there. They'll be looking for a few more grants, eh? So that's what's happening there. No, in the news, well, have you heard the French are they been all that kind to some of our own boats? So what I'm saying is, seeing how much you can get as a net amount. That's it for a news and echt. And I hope you are okay for the next news, which is coming up at 7. Eh? Right, I'll say to you all, take care of yourselves and fools your do's. There we are. How's that for the Doric news? Helmsdale, says Ian Charles Scott. We love it. Helmsdale's the best place in Scotland. There we are. Ian Charles Scott. Is the fish and chip shop still open? Good fish and chips. Scotty, you would fit the part with one man and his dog. Good evening, and as you join us here, you're seeing Fitch. Fitch is with Andy Davis. Andy is just about to send Fitch out. There he goes, though. That's an excellent outrun. Very, very good outrun. Come by, come by, come by. Fish, what are you doing? What are you doing? Here she comes. She's coming up. She had a nice round up there. Oh, one just back. Oh, she's got it back in. She's no putting up with any nonsense and nice. Is her Fetch. That's it. And up she goes. Just taking others. The whole flock. The whole flock. She's tucking them up to pen now. There you are. One man and his dog. Can you remember Rab Scenes? But yes, indeed. Riverside Church. Excellent. What era, Cara? Out of interest. Like 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Do an Inverness accent, Scotty. Well, I could do an Inverness accent because I think it's a wonderful accent. And I love the way the people of Inverness speak because they speak the finest English in the world ever. There we go. You planning anything on stage, Scotty? Not yet, Cladiablo. I'm talking to people that are going to stage shows, and they're telling me that not everything's running as it should as yet. So we're looking at that. But we might have an evening with Scotty McClue. Have you ever been to Stromness, Ian? I've never been to Orkney. So I haven't been that far north. Only a few years ago, yes, he was a minister. I got you, Cara. Excellent. Have you been to Kenmore, Scotty? I know Kenmore like the back of my hand. I used to go to Kenmore Church when the minister was that wonderful man, the Reverend Kenneth McVicker. There we are. And I was very friendly with him and his lovely family up at the manse there at Kenmore. Just stunning. There we are. Kenneth was the minister of Kenmore from the 50s until I think into the 2000s. I think he went back and looked after the flock. Do you like Dunbar, Scotty? I do like Dunbar, yes, and West Barnes. Orkney's beautiful, so I believe. There we go, Dinky-Doo. He was mad. He was shouting at me via text. I forget that, Ian. You should visit Orkney. Lots to do. See the modern and the historical. I would like to see where the Royal Oak went down as well. I know there's a marker by as a memorial. What else have we got in Orkney? We've got Kirkwall Cathedral, and we've got Papa Westray. There we go. Yes, indeed, all that. You've got loads of airports up in Orkney. Lovely, lovely. I like the north of Scotland. Would you come to my house for Sunday dinner with my family? As Daz. What a lovely invitation. Thank you. So there we go. do come and join us, everybody. Now, if you're on TikTok, have you gone to my TikTok bio? I'll bet you haven't. And clicked the YouTube and subscribed and tap the bell. Do it, because then you'll be able to join in the internet phone in tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. There we are. Oh, he said he liked me. Oh, well, that's good. We like that. Thank you very much for that. There we are. Are the phones up? No, but I can get the phones up if you want to just give us a quick bell, I'm sure. You could try it. I mean, I don't know if it'll work, but you could try it. What are your hobbies? My hobbies are everything. Absolutely everything. What one piece of advice would you give your younger self? Not to get involved with a guy I got involved in a business with who took most of my life savings off me by hook or by crook. There we are. So I wouldn't get involved with him. Apart from that, very little change. Perhaps hang on to the first house I bought. We'll never replicate the good old days, Scotty. Don't say never, because we may well. We just have to be careful about the language now, which is a right nuisance. There we are. I read all about that on the Wikipedia. Absolutely, Jack. Yes, indeed. But there we go. Well said, says chap. Yes, indeed. I'd say never, never. I mean, one of the reasons I came back onto the internet is because I want people to have fun. I want to get back to the good old days. So, but come on, the phone ins, they're up and running right now. You know, who have we got calling here? You're live on Scotty's phone in. Who's that?
All right, it's Archie from the Scottish Borders.
Archie for the Borders. How are we?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
Excellent. Lovely to hear from you from Jedburgh.
Absolutely.
There you are. What about that now? You see, I'm not just an athlete.
No, it's the beautiful town, as we call it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful town. It really is. I would like to rebuild the Scottish abbeys.
It would be a good idea, and I don't think it'll ever happen, but it would be nice.
Well, with modern construction, I mean, obviously, all the historic guys would be argy-bargying, but with modern construction, get the cranes and the cherry pickers and all that, and get the windies in, get the roof trusses on, and then take it from there.
Well, personally, I think repair is a better word more than rebuild. I think repair would be.
Well, get them wind and watertight with a roof on them so that people can go and visit.
Now, things such as Dryborough and maybe Melrose, I can understand, but I personally think that Jedburgh is in a great shape as it is. It looks beautiful, and you can go in, no problem. There's nothing that's inaccessible there, and it looks very nice.
It does. You've not got any roof on it, though?
No, there's not a roof.
No. So Jedburgh, so you think Dryborough might be one?
It could do. I think it's just the location of Jedburgh. It's the first town in Scotland when you came in through the A68 in Scotland, and it's just the way it is looks beautiful.
Well, you see, the thing is you can see it. If you're driving through the town, you're driving past the abbey.
Yeah.
So everybody sees it. I mean, am I not right in thinking the A68 goes straight past?
Right through Jedburgh, yeah? Right through past the abbey.
That's it. So it's what you see. And you have to concentrate on the road, because somebody who didn't know it would be going, wow, what's that?
Oh, absolutely.
Somebody's saying, God bless Hadrian's Wall. Let's rebuild it.
So I actually phoned you to ask you, to talk to you about part of Jedburgh, funnily enough.
Go on.
Do you know Handborough?
Handborough?
Yeah.
No, I've heard of it.
I will explain to you. Once a year in February, Jedburgh play a game where two groups of men wrestle over a ball, like rugby. It's in the town centre, and it's very gentlemanly, but it actually originated with an Englishman's head, and it's the longest sporting event between two teams in the world.
So it's a ball game, And it used to be played with an Englishman's head.
It used to be an Englishman's head. Now it's a leather ball. There's maybe 10 to 15 balls played a year. And you're either an uppie if you came in from the Hoyk route.
An uppie or a downy.
Yes. And
yes.
If you came in any other way.
Yes, I've heard of it. It does ring a bell with me, but I couldn't have told you the story.
It's excellent, and there's videos up on YouTube. It's very interesting. It's very well conducted. It's played similarly to rugby, just gentlemanly. It's excellent.
Gentlemanly, but a bit wild.
It's a bit wild.
Does anybody ever get a bloody nose?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Do you know what's happened here? Here's a lovely thing. Hi from the veterans at Erskine Hospital. And there's Northern Box is sending me gifts.
That's very nice.
Isn't that beautiful? Well, that's very, very interesting, Archie. I never knew that.
Oh, well, I'm glad to have taught you something new.
Listen to this one. There's a place in Hereford. By law, you can shoot a Welshman on a Sunday, by law, with a bow and arrow.
I'll have to get down then.
We don't want that, do we? Poor old Hereford. Eh? Have you ever heard of Jethert snails?
Oh, are you crazy? Of course I have.
No, somebody's asking me. Traditional sweets from Jedburgh.
Yes.
Northern Box Breakers sent me 5 weights, and Learn with Danny has sent me sunglasses and red roses.
Very nice of him.
It's huge, and he's now sending me TikToks, red roses, and everything. Huge. These are lovely, lovely people. This is an incredible broadcast, Archie. Have you been following the phone in?
Oh, of course I have.
What are you thinking?
Oh, I'm really enjoying it. They're getting better by the week. I remember the third phone in, I said this is going to grow and grow, and I've noticed that the viewer count, the TikTok count, YouTube, it's increasing.
It's yes, I mean, it is slow because there's no point in me saying, do you know who I am? That's of no interest to anybody on social media. All they're interested in is what's this about, and do we want to be part of it or not? And the answer seems to be we want to be part of it. We're loving it. But
the reason it's growing and it will continue to grow is because of how knowledgeable you are.
Well, I don't know about that, Archie, but we are starting effectively from scratch.
Yes. I've definitely noticed some of your old listeners from when you were last on the radio and you had your big phone in on like Scott FM and stuff. I've noticed a lot of people in the chat saying they remember you.
Yeah, they come on, absolutely. And a lot of the youngsters on TikTok speak to their folks and their nanas and papas, and they say, oh, hi, Scottie McClue, yes, we've heard of him.
Absolutely. My brother, I told him that he's just a kid and he watches your streams.
That's excellent stuff, Archie. Give him my regards. Say, Scottie McClue says Dinky-Doo.
I will do. We'll go up and tell him that.
And listen, lovely talking to you. Thanks for calling in.
You too. Stay
fabulous.
Dinky-Doo.
Dinky-Doo la. That's Archie from the Borders. Great chap. Rang me in about phone in 3, I think he's just said there. I thought it might have even been earlier. There we go. Who's this? Hello, you're live on Scottish Phone In.
Hello, Scotsman. You are back on again.
Well, no, what we did, Martin, the phone in finished. It just ran out of time. It passed in a flash. And there were so many people watching the TikTok and on the YouTube that I thought it's not fair just to disappear on them. So I came back to do a little bit of explaining.
Cool.
You know what I mean?
Yes, buddy.
Just came back really to say, listen, hi, I really, really appreciate it, because if you're a whole load of people watching something and it just disappears, you know, you'd be quite within your rights to think, well, stuff that. Although I don't think people think of McClue that way at all.
Yeah, because you're doing a fantastic job, buddy. It's really, really good at you doing.
Honestly, are you enjoying it?
Yes, you actually enjoyed it ever since you started.
Oh, that's
and I am keeping all the videos forever and looking back at them all as our chats means our friendship we've had since you started. And it's good.
It's good you're enjoying it, and your good lady's enjoying it as well.
Yes, she is. Babe. Yes, she is. Aye.
Yeah.
Yes, she's sitting chilling it on the laptop, and me, I'm just chilling on the laptop as well.
Yeah, just chilling. I think it's the way to be, Martin. I think we've tapped into the future.
Yes.
You know, I mean, although I'm no oil painting and I'm knocking on a wee bit, we've tapped into the future. And I think this is the way the internet will go. This is where this show will grow and grow. And it will become very, very big. It'll take a while because, you know, I mean, obviously, you've got to build it. Nobody knows it's on.
Yeah.
Because you think about if you just found us tonight for the first time, you don't know about everything that's gone before.
Yes, yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, cool. And I saw.
Are you getting distracted there? Am I interrupting you?
No. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. No, that's not so bad.
Have you seen? Have you seen Fast and Furious?
Yes.
What do you think of the films?
These are good films. Yes. Well worth a look.
Do you think it's sad it actually ended?
Well, there's a lot of sad films out there. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody.
I know.
Because there might be somebody. I don't like to discuss the movies because somebody might want to watch it.
I know.
You know?
Plus, every TV series you watch, for instance, I used to watch London's Burning on the telly every Sunday, and see when it finishes, you need to wait until every single Sunday until the other one comes back on, and that's very, very frustrating.
Oh, yes. Well, you know what it's like when you have a cliffhanger?
I know.
You know,
it's like Emmerdale as well, when you watch a soap and you're glued into it, and you need to wait until Monday.
And you have to wait till the next week to see what's going on.
I know.
There's some good stuff going on at the moment in Emmerdale. A bit scary.
Is it?
Oh, aye. I'm waiting to see what happens to that crazy woman.
So, when did you start watching Emmerdale? When it first started?
I can remember it when it started. I used to introduce it on ITV.
Did you?
Yes, way back. And I can remember it really was, it was a couple of old guys and some farmers in a pub. You know? And it was good stuff. It was very much an agricultural village. And you had the people that owned the farm. I think it started with the death of old Mr. Sugden. And his sons were Jack and who was the other one? I can see the actor now. Anyway, he had these sons and his widow. And then you had Mr. Wilkes in the pub. You know, things that they were sort of pipe smokers. So it was all very chilled. Emmerdale Farm, it was called.
Plus, you remember what are those people called? Hillbilly Row was called. The people, the thing that's on the Hillbilly Row is the people what are they called? The Woolpackers.
The Woolpackers, absolutely, yes indeed. Percy Sugden. No, Percy Sugden, Professor Numpty, was Coronation Street. So you're getting mixed up there, I think. Joe. Joe was the name of one of the other sons. Jack and Joe.
But that other person's came back after so long. What's her name? It's the one who's got the black hair. She's I don't know what her name is. It's coming through. Don't know who it is. Something strange. What her name is.
Seth Armstrong. That's it, Angela. Seth Armstrong.
Yeah,
yes. Yes, he was there. And Betty. Was Crossroads before Emmerdale? Well, it was a different company. Crossroads was ATV. Emmerdale was Yorkshire. So they would be around at the same time.
Cool.
And I knew people that directed them. Do you know what I mean? Incredible stuff. In fact,
there's a few people on your chat you need to put down the Swanee. There's somebody mentioned, I can't say the word, it's quite rude.
Oh, we won't say that.
You need to look at that again. It's beginning with W, so you can see it when you look for the chat.
Right, I'll go on through that and we'll put him down the Swanee Martin. Anyway, lovely to talk to you.
Okay, love you, buddy. Bye.
Love you, bud. Dinky-Doo. There we are. That's our Martin. And wonderful stuff. Just a nice wee chat. It's always good stuff. So what do we got here? Who's sending me gifts on the TikTok? You guys are amazing. Heavy Scotty accent. Love it, says Northern Box. Up the Rangers. Thank you for my lovely TikToks. Learn with Danny. Thank you for my finger hearts. For my TikToks again. For my weights from Northern Breaksbocker. What's your favourite childhood memory, Scotty? I think walking with my grandfather in Ardrishig. Tremendous. Scotty, I'm sure you're still in on remembrance of many of the young teams. Oh, yes, nobody messes with McClue. McClue's all banter and brains. Who could forget our Scotty? Good evening, Scotty from Airdrie, says Nikki. Hello, Nikki. It's a great channel, says Joy. Much love from Michigan in the USA. Thank you, Northern Rocks. I got pulled up last week, probably by your good self, for calling it Michigan. This is Michigan. Guys, thank you for sending me all these lovely gifts. It doesn't matter, Scotty. We're all getting old, says William. Quite right, William. Don't put up with any nonsense. Does being able to fry an egg qualify you to be a celebrity? Well, it works for me. Do you know anyone with the last name Towie? It's my family in Aberdeen. So there you go. You've done well in your career. Thank you, Joey. We've been very fortunate and very lucky in the lovely people I've met. So there we are. Now, Soul Flask, we never discuss anything like that on here because it upsets the platform people. Remember you on radio 20 years ago. Do you know we're coming up to the 30th anniversary of Scotty McClue in June? Good evening, Scotty. So there we go. Hi from Cape Town in South Africa. Ajit, lovely to have you with us from Cape Town. Are you on the braai tonight? Nikki, thank you for sending me beautiful, beautiful red roses. Nikki's gone to town with the red roses, guys, and just sent me 15 red roses. When you're back on the radio, as soon as we can, you're live on Scotty. Dinky-Doo.
Hey, Scotty.
Hey, who's that?
It's Soul Flask.
Who is it? Say again. Soul Flats.
Soul Flask.
Soul Flask. How lovely to have you with us.
I've been listening to you. I listened to you back in 1997 when you was on Hallam FM.
Wow.
And
wow.
I fell asleep to you. You were well. I don't. That's not a derogatory.
No, I understand what you're saying. You tuned in late at night and you thought, I must get to work.
Yeah, it was an experience. You are the best, the most entertaining presenter I have ever listened to.
Wow. You're very kind. I'm not really used to compliments.
Yeah, I've never forgotten you. You are.
Do you remember we used to start the show with bagpipes? And the Yorkshire people would say a version of, well, the flaming X this.
Well, you had to go at the Barnsley drop bottom.
The Barnsley women with the drop bombs. And they used to all phone in and go, I ain't got a drop bomb. I said, love, you'd make a good burglar. Your backside would wipe out footprints. Now, do you know what was funny, Soulfits? We didn't know them.
We didn't know.
No, we never had any names or anything. And I used to shout to them, "Thou should get a life, love." And they go, "Thou should get life."
We didn't have snow, so it was like you were wiping out the footprints. We didn't have any snow, but I knew what you was about.
You knew what I was about. You were enjoying it because I think you had listeners, callers. You can join us, Scottie McClue, phone in at any level.
Yeah.
You know, we used to have all the landed gentry, the aristocrats, everybody, royalty. Everybody listened to Scottie McClue. You know, people that had absolutely no, but had everything, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. And it's such a relief to have you back on the airwaves and on the internet.
I'm being a bit spoiled tonight, Soul Flask. I'm watching the YouTube. I'm watching the YouTube and the TikTok feed, and I'm getting sent beautiful gifts. I've just been sent 40 weights by Learn with Danny. Now, he's already given me fortunes tonight. I don't know what's going on.
Well, I think you and everybody else deserves it, because we're living in an age now where you're, you know, the everything that's happening is
well, it's dystopian, isn't it?
It's very dystopian.
It's very George Orwell.
Oh, extremely.
You know.
And you know, we're having our internet history and everything else recorded and reeled back to us, so we make our, you know, if we say something wrong, then 20 years in the future it might come back to us and haunt us and destroy our careers.
Yeah, you sent a tweet 10 years ago and you said this and you said that.
Yeah. It's pathetic, and it's diabolical, and it has to end. And the way it does end is with people like you, presenters like you, that will entertain us again.
Well, this is why I've started the internet now. It's a bit, how can I say, I've always believed from little acorns great oaks grow. Now, somebody said to me, no matter what I've done in my life, Soul Flask, somebody has said to me, ooh, I wouldn't do that. That's not a smart thing, that, Scotty. Where were you thinking in going? So I had a huge, huge radio show in Scotland. Now, when I say huge, Scotland had never seen anything like it. Now, when I was coming to start doing that show from nothing, so we went from 3,000 listeners at that time of night to something like 250,000 every half hour. Now, when I came to do that, people said, I wouldn't have gone back to Scotland. That'll never work. The Scots won't go for your thing. So it was massive. And we were all over the newspapers, all over the television stations, on every other radio station, on the BBC as a commercial broadcaster, you know, invited to contribute to Radio 4 in the mornings, all these things. So it was absolutely massive. So all that advice about, I wouldn't do that. And then after that, for some reason, which we never found out, we know it had upset the market and that the station was winning. And then they sold the station. And for some reason, best known to themselves, nobody ever said why, they got rid of Scottie McClue. So I had a choice. I went home. All the newspapers and the television stations were on my phone. What's happened? Can we have the story? Blah, blah. I said, there isn't a story. We don't know what's happened. I said, except Scottie's gone. So then one of the calls was a top media person that said, what happened? I said, I don't know. This is how the conversation went. I picked up, I said, hello, because I was being a bit weary. I said, hello. He said, hello, it's me. What happened? I said, I don't know. Right, well, I can't start you tomorrow. It'll be Monday now. Now, does that not say it all?
I can understand what you mean by that, because the way you were back in the late 90s.
Learn with Danny has given me 150 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, you were in the late 90s. You were probably ahead of you. You're way ahead of the.
Always ahead of the time. You're so switched on, Soul Flask, with this. No. I'm amazed. You're so switched on because you're absolutely right. So I had a choice of places to go, and I went to Hallam because I knew it was a really good station. And again, the Jonas got a hold of me. Ooh, I wouldn't go to York. The Yorkshire people will not take to you. No.
Oh, they did. They
absolutely loved you. I'm the only honorary Yorkshireman in the world. Only honorary Yorkshireman. Now you can't get a higher honor than that. And they used to sit in the pub and they'd say, "That should be from Yorkshire, Scotty. It's in the blood." I said, "No, I am a genuine Scot." "Ah, but there should be Yorkshire, Scotty. It's in your blood, love."
But I can understand that you were on point back in the late 90s.
Yeah.
And to have you with us now is just phenomenal.
And of course, Thatcher had clobbered all the mines and the steelworks, and so I mean, Yorkshire was feeling very raw. It was feeling raw, and it was, and that's just the time, isn't it? When everybody in Yorkshire's feeling raw, to parachute in a mad Scotsman to tell them how to behave.
It's just what we need.
And you see, I had gambled on everybody going, he's rang, he's got to go. Who's got to go? Scotty McClue from Hallam FM. He's got to go. He's rang. But they didn't. They said, he's quite right. Lad's right. So it was
right.
He's
absolutely right. Scotty McClue is just you were always so entertaining. You were always just a little bit controversial, but never offended.
No, we didn't offend anybody, and if somebody genuinely needed help, they got it.
Yeah. Oh, I know, and I heard those calls, and that was what was so lovely about you. You were so just entertaining, slightly controversial, but then you would swing it back if it ever got a bit on the, on the very controversial side. And
some of the stuff was very, very near the edge.
Yeah. But you are the greatest entertainer.
Well, you're very, very kind, Soul Flask, and thank you for that. Because as I say, I'm not actually used to compliments.
No, but you're going to get them.
Do you know my favorite line ever was a guy phoned up very angry, and he said to me, I'm fed up with it. I'm absolutely sick of this program and sick of you. And I said, right. I said, well, I don't think it'll be any. I think you should see your GP because I don't think there's out on here to give you that kind of reaction. No, sick of you. I said, well, excuse me, how long have you been listening to me? 3 years. I said, you've been listening for 3 years. Why have you never come on? Well, you can't get on bloody phone, can you? I said, no, you can't. You can't. All right, fair enough. I said, but why? What is it about it? Well, I said, do you not think it's a good show? Oh, it's a bloody brilliant show if they got a proper presenter.
Well, Scotty, it's 25 years since I've listened to you for the very first time when I was about 17 years old, 1997, Hallam FM.
That's it.
And I am so grateful to have you back on the airwaves.
Well, bless you, and thank you so much for your call. I really, really appreciate it. And you've made me very broody for Yorkshire. Just hearing you, do you know what I mean? There's a connection, and I can just see Yorkshire. I can see the road into Sheffield, and I can see the countryside, and oh God.
We're in the most beautiful country in the world.
Oh, it's absolutely. The whole thing's stunning.
Scotland,
I actually said to Scottish people, I said, I know we've got views, but come down and see me and I'll show you views.
Yeah.
And just out my back door, I was only a few miles from the city, just out my back door, miles and miles and miles of it, and pheasants, you know.
I know. It's just wonderful.
And I remember one dark night we were driving back towards Sheffield, and I said to the girl that was driving, I said, what's all them lights up there? She goes, Barnsley. I just loved it. I met Tony Benn in Barnsley on a May Day march.
Did you?
Yeah, beautiful.
Oh, wow.
And of course, Yorkshire knows how to do it. Brass band. And
oh, yeah, definitely. They'll have the whippets out, the flat caps, and
oh, everything. And I've probably told you before this one, but one Christmas I was walking on a moor with my black lab, and it was a beautiful, crisp Christmas-style evening, and the sky had, you could see every star. The light pollution wasn't bad at all, and you could see every star, and you could see the sheep were chewing away at the grass, and the dog was walking beside me, and the tail going, and I thought, I have been offered jobs in boardrooms in London. The people in these boardrooms in London are dreaming of doing what I'm doing now.
oh yeah,
They're sitting in a meeting in a massive city of 12 million people thinking, well, someday when I get enough money, I'm going to sell this and I'm going to move to Yorkshire and get a dog and walk the dog.
Yeah, London's just...
and they never will.
I lived in London for about a year in the late 90s, and it was all right for a bit. I went back about 10 years ago, and it was just depressing.
Yeah.
It was filthy, miserable. Nobody spoke to each other. They even had instructions on the tube not to make eye contact with.
Yeah, don't make eye contact. Could you imagine how that would go down in Barnsley? Oh, all right. Hey, excuse me, not speaking. Must be hard of hearing that, lad. I just said, are you all right? I just said good evening to him, but he didn't seem to hear us.
Yeah, but it was normalised to not speak to people.
How can you possibly normalise that? As I say,
I don't know.
You need to send them to Yorkshire for therapy.
I think that's probably right.
How long would you have to, as an experiment, how long would you have to stand with another Yorkshire human being before the chat started? All right. Just thinking, I suppose come, love. Not since I've been here. I've been here 20 minutes. Ooh. Well, do you know, it's really funny. I was just saying to my husband, yeah, no, well, I had this last Thursday, love. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's got to be a 3-minute record.
And then you're going to tell your friend, you say, you want to see this lady? I was talking to her at the bus stop this time. She was fascinating. Do you know, she was one of the early girl guides in Barnsley. No. Hey, hang on. I think I might know who that is. All that stuff.
It's got to be at least 3 minutes.
Sheffield's not a city at all half the time here. I think it's like a village. And when
what's a village?
Well, I'll tell you what was funny. I used to go into the shops in the centre of Sheffield, and they would go, yes, sir, what can I get you? I'd say, I was just wondering if... hang on a minute. Are you in? I said, am I who, love? Radio Alum. Love! Radio Alum. What's a Scotchman? What a laugh. And before within minutes, everybody's round having a look at you. Oh, you don't look as if you sound. Just amazing. We love it. Well, I better let you go, my dear man. That was so kind of you to ring, and thank you. Absolutely out the blue.
Hey, Scott, you take care, mate.
Hey, all the best. And Dinky-Doo, they're all shouting drop bottoms on here now. Do you know that somebody has sent me 1,000 gifts?
1,000 gifts?
Yeah, 1,000.
Oh, shit in that. You can send some over my way.
Yeah, absolutely, 1,000. There we are. Well-spoken man, says all the sevens. I'm from North Yorkshire. I'm from Thurs, says this chap. Drop bottoms. They're all shouting drop bottoms.
Oh, definitely. It's all about the drop bottoms in Barnsley.
The drop bottoms, love. Right, I'll have to go. There's somebody shouting, this call's been 3 years.
Take care.
Bless you. Night-night, la.
Love you, pal.
Dinky-Doo, la. There we are. What a top man. Isn't that a lovely call, though, out of the blue from Yorkshire? We weren't actually expecting any calls tonight, guys. Thoughts on the new Ardrossan Harbour? Well, Ardrossan Harbour is an interesting place for navigation. To me, it will always be Ardrossan Harbour. There we are. We love you, Scotty. Dinky-Doo, George. Thank you very much. When you say the new one, what are you actually telling me? Tell me some more, I say. We love you, Scotty. Thank you, George. You're very, very kind. I thought we'd just pop up, guys. There's Abdul says, buongiorno. And what have we got? I never missed a night of Scott FM. I had you on via satellite on a base in Antarctica. Phew, amazing. Scotty McClue on satellite to Antarctica. Great stream as always, Scotty. We love you guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to have to dash. Take great care of your dear selves. Thanks for joining us again. 5,500 likes. Can I ask that every single one of you follows me on TikTok and goes to my TikTok bio and subscribes and taps the bell for the YouTube channel? If you're watching on YouTube, please make sure you are subscribed. It doesn't cost anything. It's a strange use of the word, actually, but it's absolutely free, so you get your notifications. Tap the bell for the phone in. Last call, we've only got seconds. You're live on, Scotty. Who's that?
Hello, Scotty. It's Neil.
Neil, how lovely to hear you. Neil, we've only got literally 1 minute.
Yeah, I saw you were just about to sign off. What I was going to say was, I heard you speaking passionately about Yorkshire.
Yes.
I was wondering, how long were you with the mighty Q96 in Paisley?
Oh, Q96 in Paisley, well, we were on it several times.
All right.
So I would have said probably in total maybe 3 years.
Right. And did you visit much of Paisley while you were there?
As much as I possibly could, because my family gave the monks the land to build the abbey.
Oh, is that a fact? Yeah.
Yes. So there you are, never a dull moment. Good night, beautiful TikTokers. There we have had to chase the TikTokers. Well, that's fine. Yes, so I mean, I wanted to see the lot. And of course, I'm a massive fan of Kenneth McKellar.
Yeah.
And then all the surrounding villages, the weavers, and the folk songs.
Oh, it's a beautiful place, Paisley. Absolutely beautiful. And it has a great history.
We love it. Absolutely great. Now, Neil, do me a favor. Come on again a bit earlier so you and I can get a right good crack.
I will do, my friend. Yes, definitely will do.
Love you lots and lovely to hear you. And Dinky-Doo.
Take care, my friend. God bless.
Good night and God bless you, sir. What a fine fellow. That's it, folks. We are out of time. Scotty McClue saying Dinky-Doo to every single one of you. Ta-ra, lads.